I am making an intro that probably won't continue to last because the thumbnail on the video that I made is terrible. I'm making a goofy face, which I do not want to make in this one, so I'm not going to show you. And I'm just going to let this roll. Hi, it's Gina. I'm really struggling with making this video, but I just wanted to throw out there the MS issues with stress. Life is stressful. That's something that I'm familiar with. My life is has been very long and turbulent. I'm 44. I am currently the age at which my first husband passed away, my son's father, and sometimes that kind of like runs through my mind. You know, we grew up very similar in the same area and with similar issues, and our life was very different than what my life is now, what I've made of it. So, I mean, it could have been different than what it is now. I mean, like my hustle here, my surroundings, my choices, my stability, they are so different, I think, than what could have been because of the choices that I've made and the things that I've denied myself as far as what people consider to be fun, which I consider to be selfish. I don't know. Anyway, so stress is bad for MS. It has a tendency to produce flare-ups and sometimes give new lesions because of an episode. And I don't know if you can hear my cat crying, but he is being ridiculous. So if I have to end this and start this again, that's why. So I'm not sure how to deal with this exactly. I went today to the dentist to find out why my tooth was hurting because I have fairly decent teeth. I get them cleaned every 3 months because teeth are definitely like I do obviously a direct influence on your gut health. Everything that's in your mouth goes through your digestive system. Your gut can absolutely get havoc wreaked by having an infection in your mouth, and that can be from poor dental hygiene. So don't smoke, I don't drink, don't do any drugs, of course. I take my medications for the MS and I get my infusions, and that's really like the extent of the things that I put in me, other than junk food, obviously, because I have a lot of weight on me right now, which also is not very good. But I'm having trouble avoiding stress. About 3 years ago, my current husband hit the road and is living his own life. I think, although we never talk about my disease because I think it just makes him uncomfortable. It's something that takes a very selfless person to deal with, and the choices that are being made aren't selfless on that part, on the other party's part. But I get these like random calls, and as I was in the dentist today getting my teeth scanned because I need a night guard from the grinding from the stress due to a fracture that's hurting, I got a call while I'm there, and I was given more information from a mystery person that I'm trying to process. And last time this happened, I felt like I needed to, for some reason, be a good friend or a good, on paper, married person and tell him of these issues, which only came with huge backlash, a lot of anger, a lot of blame, a lot of threats as far as like my current situation changing in the near future. And it's a little bit frustrating because It's nothing that I'm doing wrong. It's nothing that I am searching for. It's information coming to me via actions done by another person that aren't affecting me because I made a choice to try to give a heads up to somebody in concern that they might be jeopardizing some things in everyone's life. So I'm not giving that heads up this time, and then that is also a conflict with myself. Like, it's my nature to want to be protective. It is my nature to want to be honest, and it's frustrating when I can't be one or the other or both. So I'm trying to figure out exactly how to deal with that. I hinted around saying I'm getting some calls, and I was told it's probably spam. And I know it's not, obviously, because the person gave more information. I don't know who this mystery person is. The numbers that come in with any traceable numbers are back to like bot. I don't even know how you do that. I don't have the energy to figure this out. So I was just trying to kind of feel out if it would be perceived as threatening or if it would be perceived as hopeful. And apparently it's going to be perceived as confrontational. So it's not, but I'm just going to have to swallow it and figure out how to digest all the information that I was given, which wasn't a ton, but it was more detailed than I expected, and short because I was at the dentist, and then kind of go from there. So if anyone has thoughts and sees how they can deal with, stress other than the regular things. I mean, like, I don't want to touch CBD or any illicit or medicinal substances. I don't want to, I guess alcohol would be a medicinal substance, but I don't want to drink. I shouldn't, I can't really. I mean, like, literally I can, but I'm told not to by the doctors because of the medications that I take, having interactions that are detrimental to my existence. So I know I could exercise and eat better, and I think that would help, and that's what I definitely need to do for my own health as well. But if there's any other stress relievers that you can think of, I know people do yoga. I'm Christian, and I don't do yoga that is in any way religious because of my struggle with the faith aspect of yoga. Although I could do stretching and such, that would be outside of any type of participation in another religion. It's just never appealed to me, so I really haven't stuck to that. I used to run when I was in my 20s, and that felt good, but it's getting the endurance back that I find to be hard. I weigh myself daily on the scale that I have, and it's surprisingly sad how little muscle mass I have. So maybe jump rope and running would help me. But besides that, what am I missing? Like, what are the stress relief options that are out there that fall within the very narrow list of possibilities that I probably have? I would like travel to become an option again. I used to love travel, been all over the place. I really miss the Caribbean, and the only places I haven't been is Antarctic and Asia, so it'd be nice to get there. Anyway, I'm making this video, one, to vent, and two, to see if anybody actually watches. This middle-aged MS, reselling, reinventing her life, 44-year-old, and has anything productive to say that might help me with the difficulty that I have figuring out how to be healthy on the go forward. Neurofeedback helps tremendously. I think that's the only thing that's saving me at this moment, because I can logically think about the things that come my way. And sadly enough, I really want to say that this is actually not the worst issues that I've encountered in life. So my second mother-in-law had told me, you don't have problems. You're not hiding your children under a mattress while guerrilla soldiers run across your roof and there's a firefight above you. She fled a country that was in serious distress at the time, in the 80s, and she has a valid point. Things could be worse than they are at the moment. I'm not in imminent danger. As I sit here in my very comfortable air-conditioned home, I really ought to appreciate everything a little bit more, but I'm human, and sometimes stress just overtakes me. So thank goodness for neurofeedback. Even if some people consider it a pseudoscience, it definitely helps. I'm not exactly sure where that call from Amazon, although it was a bot, saying it was going to authorize $1,400 for a purchase. That's not Amazon. So I hung up, but it stopped my recording. I don't know that I had anything else to say. It's just a tangent that I'm on at the moment. So thanks for watching. Leave a comment if you can be helpful. That is all for now. Bye. Off to work.